Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. And it's cool hands in at the point guard position. Pass to Doctor. Here's Alexander. Here's cool hands. 5 on the clock. To the left wing. Here's the Doctor. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Here's Thomas. Tries to break his ice. Banked it in off the glass. Thomas has got 9 points.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to cool hands. Here's cool hands. Here's the Doctor. On target from range. Give him 8 points now.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Thomas. Rebounded by the Doctor.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Clock at 6. Fades back. Count the basket. The Doctor's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And the shot by DeBusschere, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's cool hands. 7 points in the game. Inside. Alexander gets the bucket.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Pass to Dumars. Back to Thomas. Here's Dumars. Here's DeBusschere. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's King. Check by Hill. Here's Cool Hands. Drills it from deep. Cool Hands has got 12.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside, Hill. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Man, good whistle there.
Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for Detroit.
Good on both. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. King, the pass to Cool Hands. Pass to Cool Hands. Launches a 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Dumars. Poke loose. And here they come. Here's Cool Hands. Finished off the break. Cool Hands has got 4 points in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Hill. Going inside, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Cool Hands, the pass to King. And the shot goes in. King's got 19 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Here's cool hands. Thomas defends. The doctor, the pass to Alexander. The rebound by Detroit. Lanier's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he lobs it up.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Thomas.
Here's cool hands. He's got 11. Pass to King. Wide open look. And yep, it's good. He's got 21.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Hill, the pass to DeBuscher. Outside, Hill. Pass to Lanier. 6 to shoot. To the left side wing. Here's Billups. And it's Cool Hands with a rebound. Cool Hands has got 4 rebounds now. Thompson passes to ABC. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Here's Thomas. Second shot opportunity. Lanier. And King pulls it down. King's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to ABC. Fades and shoots. And there it is for him. ABC's got 8.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
And here's Thomas. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
Detroit with the ball.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Billups. Back to Thomas. To stop the run. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Insanity. Thompson outside. Here's ABC. He's got 10. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Insanity gets the bucket. 11 points in the game.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
James is checked in for King.
Team 4. Substitution for the away team. James.
Now here's Thomas. 11 points in the game. Pass to Stackhouse. Here's Rodman. Shot clock at 5. And Billups gets it to go. Billups has gotten his 2nd bucket.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Isaiah Thomas.
And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago going up against the Bulls.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And here's Detroit. Here's Bing. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Thompson with it. Down low. Here's Insanity. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Insanity's gone 6 of 7, making it look easy here. Here's Bing. Again, the Pistons score.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Here's Insanity. He's got 13. Here's the eraser. Rodman with a rebound. Pass to Stackhouse. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Thompson. James with the ball. Here's Insanity. Back to James. The 3. They grab their own miss. Pass to the eraser. No good on the triple. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Lanier.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third. Here's Billups. He's got 5. Offline with a 3.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Thompson passes to ABC. Thompson outside. It's James on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists in the game.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Here's Billups. Pass to Bing. Puts up a 3. Thompson pulls it in.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The eraser. The pass to ABC. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Robbed. Here's Billups. And again, no good by Detroit.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Pass to the eraser. It's James on the wing. Fades. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
No one there to contest. Didn't really need the fade.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Insanity. That shot off. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth.
132.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an... assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Hamilton in a 2-guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Thompson passes to James. Fires from the wing. Thompson, no good.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Number 72, number 2.
Here's Rodman. Pass to Billups. The three is up. And it's ABC with a rebound. ABC's got 9 rebounds now. Now here's Thompson. Defense right on him. Here's Money. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Pass to Billups. Lets the three fly. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Thompson passes to the Wizard. Drives to the hoop. And that one is stuffed right through.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Billups. And Detroit another three.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his third triple.
Here's ABC. Now Thompson. Pass to the Wizard. Here's Money from behind the arc. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. What was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
Pass to Wallace. And it's ABC with a rebound. Here's Captain Clutch. Here's the Wizard. Here's Captain Clutch. That one's good for 2.
Assistant, number 2.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Hamilton. Pass to Billups. The three. Here's Lambier. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
First one falls for him.
Bill Lambier. 2 shots.
So he gets them both.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Here's Captain Clutch. James, left side. Gets the three to fall.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. And he goes in for the dunk.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Billups. Fires from deep. And it's ABC with a rebound. ABC's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Hamilton to end the run. Money grabs the miss.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
James outside. Here's Hamilton to the middle. Here's Billups. Here's Wallace. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Pass to ABC. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases? Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance. Clock at 2. Hamilton. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Hill, he's checked in for Wallace.
Coming onto the floor for your Pistons, Grant Hill.
Here's Cool Hands. Over to the left wing. Pass to Doctor. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The Doctor's gone 5 for 7 shooting. Thomas passes to Hill. Takes it inside. Back to Thomas. Puts one up from 19. Alexander pulls it in. Alexander's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Cool Hands. Thomas defends. Cool Hands with a bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Here's Cool Hands. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, Stan, you coach some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Rodman, the pass to Thomas. Here's Rodman. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And the three-pointer goes.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Cool Hands. Here's Alexander. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Thomas with the 10-footer. Alexander pulls it in. Alexander's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Cool Hands. Pass to King. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. King's got 24 points.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
One of the biggest challenges for coaches these days, Stan, is roster turnover. How do you deal with the player movement?
Well, look, Brian, it's to be expected, first of all. And second of all, you just, every year starts new. You start from square one every year, and you build it. And if you make an in-season deal, you start over again from square one and build it up.
Pass to Rodman. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season. And if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Back to Thomas. Can they get it? Rebounded by the doctor.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Pass to cool hands. Here's the doctor. Here's Alexander. That one falls.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so it's Detroit with it. Here's Stackhouse. Back to Thomas. To the right side. Takes the three. The shot by Stackhouse, no good.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
2 minutes remaining.
And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Pass to King. Fires it. The rebound by Detroit. We've got 1:13 left in the final quarter. Here's Hamilton. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Hamilton's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Pass to cool hands. Here's Insanity. Thomas defends. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Here's Hamilton. From downtown. Alexander pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's King. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Shot by Hamilton, no good. Here's the doctor. It's in.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz